Hi, and welcome to the Retail View, brought to you by X-Team Retail Advisors. I'm very excited today to be talking to Dave Cheatham, president of the X-Team. How you doing, Dave?
Doing great. How can you not be doing great when you're in 79 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona?
Yes, we're very lucky to live here.
We're blessed.
Dave, before we start talking about grocery retail, could you first tell me a little bit about X-Team?
Oh, I'd love to. The X-Team is a 15-year-old organization that's a retail platform that's located and has offices in most of the major MSAs across North America.
So what makes each office special?
I think the thing that is our major competitive advantage is most of us came from large firms. And the challenge with a large firm is they can't deliver the same level of service across the platform. So they might be great in California, and then when you get to the East Coast, they don't have the same level of expertise.
Right.
The X-Team, each office is handpicked and to make sure that we have market leaders in each of these markets. So that means if you want to do business in Los Angeles, you want to do business in Kansas City, you want to do business in Atlanta, we deliver the same level and quality and have the experience level in each of those markets.
So it's a very powerful national organization.
It's a huge competitive advantage for our clients.
I know we want to talk about grocery today, but I still just want to talk a little bit about how the internet is changing this industry. I am bombarded by the media telling me that the internet is changing things so much that we're not even going to be able to go to stores anymore. I like shopping. I want to go to a building, try things on, pick it up myself and touch it and hold it first. I mean, how do you see that affecting this industry?
That's a great question, and gloom and doom sells. So I don't care if you turn on the news, if you read it in a magazine, if you hear it on Facebook or whatever. Everybody's talking about like we're just going to shutter all the retail stores, and it's just a false narrative.
So can we have both? Is that possible?
Not only can we have both, but that is the future of where it is. The reality of it is it's not one versus the other. We're merging them into an omni-channel situation where we're just using both tools to be able to move product.
Right.
You want to go in the store and you want to buy a pair of shoes from Nordstrom. You walk in. Used to be you walked in, they don't have your shoes, you go to the next store. Today you walk in Nordstrom, they don't have your shoes, they say, well, drop ship them, you'll have them tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so it's not about competing with each other, it's an extension. It's using the internet as an extension of a retailer. Some people don't want to go to the store. It's an extension. It reaches out to somebody that isn't going to go in. They're going to sit at their, sit in their pajamas and order their shoes. So you don't have to pick one or the other.
Well, that's very exciting to me because if I want a pair of shoes, I want to try them on. So I love that I can go to Nordstrom's, try them on. And it's not like I have to go now to, let's say, Amazon and look for them online. Nordstrom's can still deliver for me by just sending it to me the next day in the mail.
Okay, you mentioned Amazon. So here's the irony. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. Well, guess what Amazon did? Well, we know a few months ago, they came out and spent $13 billion buying 450 what? Brick and mortar Whole Food stores.
So why? Why did Amazon buy all those stores?
Well, they're doing it for several reasons. Number one, they're doing it for people like you. You want to go to a place, you want to peruse the shelves, you want to touch your produce, you want to thump your watermelon until you go, hey, I'm happy with that product. They also get added benefits of vendors and suppliers that they didn't have access to before. But mainly, they want a place that they can reach. With those stores, they can now get within 30 minutes of 90% of their customers across North America.
So I agree with you. It's very ironic that Amazon is promoting brick and click.
Well, let me add to the story. So for the last couple years, we've heard that, forget the part that they just bought the stores, but for 2 years they've been planning to open stores. And everybody's like, wow, okay. So in January, they just opened their first store in Seattle. And what's unique about it is they are revolutionizing how you buy groceries. And we haven't seen change like that really since 1916 when Piggly Wiggly changed the model. And what happened was, we've all seen the Westerns or whatever, where you go into the store, you hand the shopkeeper your grocery list, and he goes in the back and gathers your groceries and checks you out. Well, in 1916, they had an idea at Piggly Wiggly, and they said, let's move the cash register to the front of the store, let the customer shop themselves, and they'll pay on the way out. Well, guess what? Amazon's changing the rules of the game again because they're throwing the cash register right out the door. So the big change that we have now, they open the store, you go in with your app, you pick up your groceries, it reads where you are, you walk out the door, and it charges it to your, to your account.
Okay, we are truly living in the future, aren't we? Because that just sounds mind-blowing to me, how that would work.
Absolutely. I mean, we're just starting to crack the door of what's going to be happening. When you start adding in things of face recognition and artificial intelligence, I mean, who knows where we're going to go in the next 10 years.
Oh, Dave, you're just kind of overwhelming with us. I think we'd like to talk more about artificial intelligence and face recognition.
That's for another day.
But I think that's for another day. Dave, this has been great information to hear. What are we going to be talking about next time?
Well, we're going to add to the story and talk about this European expansion that's moving across America with a deep discount model in the grocery business that's going to further disrupt the grocery industry.
Wow, you're not going to want to miss that. Please join us next time. Thanks so much, Dave.
Thank you.